Hey guys, taking over Ask Dr. Heather's page here for a second with Dr. Heather Cardin. My name is Barclay Bishop. I am an anchor in Augusta, Georgia, and Dr. Heather is somebody that I met through the Prove It community. And in seeing her on Instagram, saw a post a few months ago about RSD. And it triggered something for me because it's something my sister suffers from. It's a very challenging, debilitating disease that is something that not many people hear often about. But in a month where we have Suicide Awareness Prevention Month, it is a strong topic of discussion and conversation because so many people suffer from it. And so Dr. Heather, would you tell us, what is RSD? What is this that we're hearing?
So RSD is called reflex sympathetic dystrophy. The old name was SUDAC syndrome. The brand new name is chronic regional pain syndrome. Like Barclay said, it's a rare neurological disease, often onset by a crushing injury. There are no cures. There is some treatment options that generally, we're getting low Wi-Fi, but generally recur just some surgeries or some different medications, different physiotherapy. Oftentimes that will actually make the situation worse and actually make the RSD spread to other limbs because it is a dystrophy. It's chronic muscle weakness, whether it's swallowing, whether it's your hands, whether it's your eyes blinking, whether it's your legs working. So it is called the suicide disease, aka because it is the highest pain out there. It's higher than cancer, it's higher than amputation, it's higher than childbirth. I've given it 4 times, so I can definitely judge that. So it's what happens is the pain never goes away. It's anything from wearing clothes to having the wind blowing. We're talking about our sister moving to New York, just even the cold wind blowing, the hot wind blowing, people touching you, people giving you a hug. Normally things that would actually comfort your body, like hugs and handshakes and kisses, can oftentimes just be very inflammatory. I know my husband's got a little bit of a goatee. If he kisses me, my whole face turns red. To put makeup on is actually painful, but I wanted to get together with Barclay because she is in the news world, and this disease is not heard enough about. Because there's no cure, I've been denied from Mayo Clinic, and I have the best neurosurgeon, the best neurologist, the great team. They've all written letters, but I can't get into Mayo Clinic because there's no cure.
Well, and then you talk about how do you get it. So it's all oftentimes from a traumatic injury. And traumatic could be something as simple as breaking a bone, just traumatic to your body, but it triggers something. And yours was a ski accident.
Yeah, mother-son annual skiing accident. I skied for 40 years. Everybody's like, well, you shouldn't have been skiing in your 40s. I've skied for 40 years. So my accident was in 2014, and by May of 2014, I was quickly diagnosed, which is super important. I had early intervention, which is super important. I've been dairy-free, gluten-free, low-carb, keto for almost 16, 20 years. I've always been super clean in my diet, never had a cigarette. I always been a claimer. So her sister's actually was onset from crushing her foot at dancing. Mine was onset crushing, from just at a skiing accident. So it should have been a normal, happy event. Actually turned into, I would say, the biggest detour of my life.
Would you agree that one of the things that gets somebody so depressed about this disease, not only about what's debilitating for you, but the challenges you face with those around you? I'll be honest, when my sister was telling me that the wind would hurt her, I could not comprehend that. And you go to doctor appointment after doctor appointment to try to figure out what is this that's wrong, and nobody can comprehend what's happening to your body because it is not a common thing right now.
Right. Well, yeah, it is rare, but the numbers are actually higher than people actually estimate. And because there is no treatment, there's no funding, there's no money going towards it, and everything is in your head, right? Whether it is Alzheimer's, dementia, pain, depression, hunger, appetite, obesity, those are all things from your brain. So being a rare neurological disease, there's just no funding for it because people are focusing on things like cancer that they've been able to win at, which is great, but there are a lot of people suffering from this disease. And again, I want to appreciate you for actually jumping on here and shouting it out because you're right, the wind hurts, and putting on makeup hurts. People just don't realize. They think, well, if you're in a wheelchair, you just don't have any pain at all, like a paraplegic, but actually it's just the opposite.
Well, there is hope for you, and there is hope for other people, and one of the things that I love about you is that you're very transparent and open about this, because people look at you and say, well, she's a specialist, she has all the doctors in the world to reach out to, but you're suffering from it or faced with this challenge as much as anybody else, and you're still trying to troubleshoot, and one of those things is changing and adapting your diet, and doing things that might seem extreme for some, but it really does change the way that your outlook is day to day.
Yeah, for sure. So you can either say the cup is half full or cup half empty. Like last night was a Billy Joel concert in Kansas City. I would have loved to have been with my friends, but I know I wouldn't have bought a ticket. Like we're not inside there because it's too loud, the vibrations. But in order to enjoy the rest of the day, you'll have to figure out when to tap out. And for me, even things like showering hurts, the rain hurts, water on your feet. So you can either take something and say, well, this has changed my life, this has done that. And when I got in November 2014, they said, based on the progression of the dystrophy component, you probably have 26, 29 months to live. So I didn't go on a bucket list. I thought, I haven't helped enough people. Number one, that's a long time to live with pain every day.
Right.
And then I haven't helped enough people. So I didn't go on a trip.
Right.
I didn't go spend a lot of money to buy some jewelry. I said, I got to help more people. So I'm using the social media and people I meet and greet as a platform to bring awareness to all pain disease, all pain syndromes, and know that if ketones help, or the diet helps 20%, and sleep helps 8%, and getting rid of toxic friends helps 4%, and getting rid of like things like toxic toothpaste and deodorant helps 4%. All those little things add up, and I think that's what's important. It's just connection is secure, and you have to bring awareness.
And I appreciate what you do. And she's about to speak in front of thousands of people, as she does so often at these Prove It community and these conferences. And so thank you for what you do, not just for raising awareness about RSD, but for those that are you're helping along the way as well. I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you. And you guys, sorry, I see the things start the refeed. So we may have to redo this a little bit later, which means my voice is going to get a little bit weaker. But if we have to redo this, we will, because it's an important topic. If you know someone suffering from a chronic pain syndrome, someone with a broken brain, someone with any type of chronic inflammation, invisible pain, please tag them down below. Let them know that hope leads to inspiration, inspiration leads to action, and don't stop giving up, and don't start digging for the right tool.
Thank you so much.